So Tim Bradley just came out and the man absolutely exploded and gave an explosive, shocking prediction for this unbelievable, historic, iconic showdown between Terence Crawford, the pride of Omaha, Nebraska, versus the pride of Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, the Mexican great Saul Canelo Alvarez, Tim Bradley. Let's listen to what the man said and let's react. Let's listen. Two parts I'm going to play you. The first one, he's breaking down how the fight will go, and in the second part, the man gave a crazy prediction. Let's get into it, beautiful people.
He gonna smash Canelo Alvarez. It's not gonna be a fair fight. I promise you that. It's not gonna be a fair fight because the minute he get acclimated to that punching power, it's gonna be over for Canelo Alvarez. Yeah, that wide swinging left hook, them big looping right hands. Oh, he can straighten that right hand. You don't think they're gonna be ready for that? Crawford and his team are the best in the business. Yeah, best in the business. Crawford has trained for this for an entire year. 1 year for one man. Thinking about him every day when he's out there grinding, watching video, studying film. Yeah, everybody talking about the weight. Oh, the weight, he too heavy. Tell, it was weight classes for a reason. And all of this crap. Man, you think people, you think greatness is just built on just being comfortable?
Okay, this is the first part. Now, I'm not gonna lie, that was absolutely unbelievable. I mean, listen, they should pay this man for promoting this fight. Love Tim Bradley. I actually talked to Tim Bradley a few days ago after the Moses Atauma card. I asked him, I was like, Tim, do you think that, am I crazy to think that Nick Ball is on steroids? I hate to accuse anyone, but my opinion. But Tim was like, no, brother, you are far from crazy. The man should be tested year round, but nonetheless, I digress. Let's get into the man's explosive prediction.
Oh yeah, because that's what type of fighter he is. He a different breed. I ain't never seen a breed like this before. I promise you that. We going back to the Muhammad Ali days. That's what we going back to. And Crawford, next week, he gonna prove it to all of y'all naysayers. Yep, all of y'all naysayers, all y'all Canelo fans, man, y'all gonna be crying. Y'all gonna be upset. And I'll tell y'all this, Netflix, listen up. When this man get the knockout, because he going to knock out Canelo Alvarez. When he get the knockout, don't forget Miss Deborah. Get that shimmy dance. Get that dance from Miss Deborah. Get the camera, get the family on camera, yo, so we can document this, because it's going to be one of the greatest performances you've ever witnessed in the sport of boxing by Terence Bud Crawford. Knocking out somebody that's been in the ring with some of the heaviest punchers in the game. Heaviest puncher. Triple G is legendary. Didn't put a dent in Canelo. Now just watch what Crawford does to his behind. Yeah, y'all talking about thudding power from Canelo? What about shot power and timing?
Love that.
Manny Pacquiao has. Yeah, y'all don't know nothing about there. It's a huge difference. That shot power where it sting you for a minute momentarily, and that follow-up shot comes sweeping and knock your behind out. That's Bud Crawford. And you know he can turn it on when he want to turn it on. He can turn it off and he can turn it on. Canelo ain't got that in him. He ain't got that in him. Yeah, he ain't knocked nobody out in 4 years. 4 years, he ain't knocked nobody out. You expect him to go in there and knock out the best fighter in the world, the most skillful fighter in the world, because you think he's small? Hell no. It's not about the size of the dog. It's about the size of the fight in the dog. Don't ever forget that. Anyways, that's my time.
Yo, shout out Tim Bradley, like I said. Let's talk about it, beautiful people. Now listen, I've said this before and I'll say it again. I've been watching combat sports for such a long time that I know this for a fact. Listen, I might not have all the answers always, and I'm far from being right all the time. But one thing I do know, beautiful people, when you talk about a fight, anything and everything can happen in a fight. And I know exactly what Tim Bradley's talking about. Listen, a lot of people talk about Crawford, not handling power well because he got rocked early in his career versus Gamboa. Everyone says that this is still the same man who got rocked by Gamboa. But we can also say the same thing for Saul Canelo Alvarez, the legend. Listen, I watched that Cotto fight yesterday. And listen, Canelo, not just Canelo, every single fighter, when they throw a power uppercut, not a sharp uppercut, but a powerful one, where they, use all the leverage they can in their body, from lower body all the way to upper body, you are vulnerable. And listen, Golovkin hurt Canelo bad in the second fight. But Canelo is such a dog, he hurt him with the uppercut, if you go back and watch the fight. And Canelo's leg stiffened up for a second. Now, when Golovkin landed that punch, it wasn't a hard punch. He landed it in between punches, in between Canelo's punches. And that is what Tim Bradley is talking about. He's talking about Bud Crawford sneaking in a sharp, lethal shot in between Canelo's punches when Canelo expects it the least. Now, is it likely that Bud will knock out Canelo? No. But is it impossible? Of course not. Listen, a lot of us forget, whether you're a Canelo fan or a Bud fan, I love both guys. Both guys are my two favorite fighters. But Bud fans forget that Bud is a human. Canelo fans forget that Canelo is human. They are just like you and me. When you cut them, they bleed. When you take them to dark places, they get tired. That is a fact, beautiful people. And with them both being probably more than likely, but especially Canelo, past their prime, if a shocker is ever going to happen, it's going to be now. With all the stakes, with all the pressure, with all the eyes, football stadium, high stakes, every single belt in boxing on the line. The pressure that night when both men make the walk, God only knows how they will be feeling. And because both of them are so great, they're so iconic, they can handle the pressure. In fact, they are born to thrive under pressure. But when you talk about high pressure moments, chaos, more times than not, occurs. Now, actually, when I'm thinking of, I've watched so much tape on Canelo and Bud, and I still have no clue who's gonna win. I swear to God, I have no idea how this fight will plan out. And that is why, please, join me to my live stream on this fight. Let's get shocked together. Let's have our jaws drop, because I truly believe, beautiful people, that no matter who wins this fight, we're gonna have some shocking moments. We're gonna have some dramatic moments. We're gonna have some oh my God moments. The fight will be on Netflix. I guarantee you, after the fight, we will all return to Netflix and rewatch the fight. Why? Because this fight got rewatch value written all over it. I promise you. I can't promise you who's gonna win, and I can't promise you how they're gonna win. Please let me know your thoughts. I'm gonna drop my final prediction video in a day or two. I will. But even when I drop my prediction, I'm just gonna drop it because you guys love a prediction. But in all actuality, I have never ever been more torn when it comes to not knowing who's gonna win a fight. Never like this fight before. I have no clue who's gonna win. The possibilities for this fight, the probabilities, the opportunities, they're endless. Anything can happen in this fight. Bud can dominate by decision. Bud can win by knockout. Canelo can dominate. Even though I'm not too sure about that. Canelo can win by knockout. Anything and everything. Even the fight can end in a draw. Who's to say that if Bud wins 7 rounds or Canelo wins 7 rounds, they won't make the fight a draw, for it to be a rematch that will break every single record in boxing? This is what I'm saying, beautiful people. This is what I'm saying exactly. I swear to you, both men are coming into this fight without a single shadow of a doubt in their mind that they're going to win this fight. And that is how you know for a fact that this is going to be such an iconic and legendary and historic fight. I promise you, Bud truly believes that he's going to win. Canelo truly believes that he's going to win. And that is how you get one of the greatest fights of all time. And both men are the two greatest fighters probably my eyes ever saw. That also cements it that we are about to get something extra, extra special, I promise you. All I gotta say is this. Firstly, please tune into my live. But secondly, don't blink, because anything and everything can happen in this legendary and iconic fight. And I promise you that, beautiful people. Please tune into my live and let's get shocked together. Who do you got winning? Let me